Hello and welcome back to another Fate Granddaughter video. So we'll be continuing with where we left off last time. Last time we went to District I and got Passion Lip back, but not our own, but with her memories reset. So yeah, let's see. Section 6. Do android foxes dream of being pampered? So you not only got Lip back, but she even turned Edison's army into a cube cake, huh? Nice work. Sounds like you guys kicked all sorts of ass out there. That ought to shut Edison up for a while. Once words gets out that old humans from Caldia beat him, I bet his approval rating will go down too. So, where's Lip now anyway? She's recharging now, her magical energy in the cafe. She said she needs to maintain magical energy levels that allow her to deliver maximum output for Senpai's sake. Oh, I get it. She says energy. She says energy levels, but what she means is calories, huh? So, as for Kalia's BB, actually, I'll just call her BB Cosmo to keep things simple. Anyway, you mentioned going your separate ways at the harbor, right? Yeah, she mentioned. Yes, she said she was going to develop a jamming app that can keep BB Dubai off our backs while she investigates our surroundings. Oh, good point. I can't very well go into the city as long as I'm facing off against her. I was hoping to meet her at least once though. Well, maybe I can if things work out. Anyway, also, you also said BB Dubai will never leave the Burj Khalifa, right? That's the best news I could have hoped for. I thought that might be the case, but now I can nap without care in the world. No, I guess that's still not true. Okay, wait, let's get down to business. You've seen pretty good amount of Moon Dubai by now, so you've probably also noticed something weird. You mean how we can see the moon even though we are on the moon? Yeah. I was wondering about that too. Is that moon just being projected onto the dome? Oh, you were wondering about that? I figured that was just to make the city feel like it was on Earth. Even though these people are AIs living on moon, as humans, their hearts will always be on Earth. Is that what it's supposed to symbolize? Oh, how romantic. That's the gentleman of the sea. Right there. Yeah, you're probably right. So, but no. Sorry, I was actually talking about those billboards. They are all over the city. KOYAAN, the company that's basically taken over Moon Dubai's entire construction industry these last few years. For example, all those buildings in Area E at the very heart of Moon Dubai, KOYAAN, and their CEO is Area E's Moon Cancer, Koyanskaya. She is a much bigger threat than Edison right now. Just take a look at these latest polls. Area E has 63% approval rating, then there already is sticking striking distance of 70. They're already in striking distance of 70. Oh. 575, 19 and 63. Area A is probably Area A and G are the mystery one which we don't know anything about. Okay. Exactly. If they keep this up, it'll be a couple of days until KOYAAN's proposal is chosen as the reason humanity died out. I've got no idea what will happen when it does, but I'm a member of Kalia, so I won't just stand by and let her get away with this. So I want to find some way to bring her approval rating down. Refute her proposal, find something scandalous about her, or just force her to withdraw. Whatever works. I'm sorry to keep making so many requests of you, especially when they are so dangerous, but would you go to Area E for me? I want to start by talking to her, but yeah, of course. So we'll be heading to Dubai Mall in Area E next. Master, is it possible for one of us to stay here in Old Dubai? The militia are still pretty green, so I'm worried they might not be able to defend this place if Edison comes back. Oh, perfect. I'll stay behind. I'm actually pretty worn out, so I could use the rest. I don't think I have it in me to head right in another area after getting back from Area I. But if I stay here, I can rest up, help out the militia and repair the ship. 3 birds, 1 stone. Plus, firepower isn't a problem now that you have another reliable servant on your side, right, Lip? I see. Your proposal takes a respective combat abilities into account. Your assessment is correct. Compared to me, Ryder Bartholomew, your contributions to battle are negligible at best. Myself and Shielder Marsh will be more than sufficient to handle any combat situations. Great. I'll leave Area A to the 3 of you. Sounds like it's settled. I agree. Having one of you stay here will help us out too. But before you go, would you hear out the guys struggling to speak up behind you with? Where? At Masterbox? Hello. Do you have time to eat lunch before you go, Guardians? No? Then here, I made box lunch for you. Will you take them? I included lots of sweets. Thank you, Chakram. We do need to eat, so this will be really big help. I need things too, like joy. Everyone needs joy. Please be careful. The mall is dangerous. Okay. I was confused why I was speaking in small sentences. Hey, don't worry. We have my defense and Lip's offense, so we also have Senpai who is experienced. He can handle anything. This is the best possible squad we could put together right now. We are a small elite team, so we won't draw attention either. I see. Marsh is starting to demonstrate how useful Lip can be. Straining. You could say it's a beautiful show of friendship, but you could also say she's just spinning her wheels. Still, as master, Wade knows when to push ahead and when to pull back. I'm sure he'll do a fine job at packing Mash up. I wish you could wait until night to sneak in, but if Gina was right, we don't have any time to waste. Master, I know you are running recon this time, but if you get a chance to settle things, don't be afraid to take it. I'm counting on you. Quick but careful, right? I got you. Don't worry. If we need to run, we will. So far, so good. I'm not seeing any groups of citizens gathered out here. I see. There is an observation deck and a mall here. Which facility is our destination? The mall, of course. The Dubai Mall. We are here for the Dubai Mall. It says KOYAAN Mall. Uh, KOYAAN Mall. Above the entrance. What a terrible name. Is someone going to get in trouble for that? It's fine. We are on the moon and it's 3019. I see. Are you too familiar with this facility's interior? Yes, yes. You showed us around here before when we all went shopping. You, Master Ireshkigal, and I went around together and visited lots of different stores. I see. Then let's go in now. There is no time to waste. I'm glad you two are familiar with this place. Right. We should hurry. Which entrance would you like to use, Simpa? We should probably use the front gate. Maybe a small side entrance. Maybe we could try sneaking in through a vent. Actually, let's just go right in through the front. Koyanska would appreciate us being direct. Okay. Fox, rabbit tail. Fox and rabbit. It looks pretty much the same. I still don't know which stores to go to first. But unlike the Dubai Mall, there aren't any people here enjoying themselves. Is it closed today? No. It says it's open and the stores are clearly open too. Ha ha ha. Don't be ridiculous. The storefronts are only for ambience. Anything you might want is made on demand now, right? Just one tap from your cage and it's yours. Have you not gotten your personal collars yet? Then you should hurry and ask Miss Koyanskaya to. Mistress Koyanskaya to. These people are humans. All humans. No wonder they smell so bad. Everyone, get over here. We have intruders. Let's tear them apart and use their remains as raw materials for bioskin. We are about to be attacked by a group of citizens. Please get ready to mount a defense. It's finally my turn. I see no need to hold back against the AIs. I'll compress you all into bite-sized chunks of data. Okay.
Stay away from me.
Okay. I see.
剣を見せる。これが獣の象徴。望ましたを喜ばせろ。行くぞ。ルクスリア。はっ。最大ダメージお任せください。両地弾了解。インターセプター。ふっはっターンマスター。バーニア突撃します。ターンはっ。
Do something about this. Okay.
望ましたを喜ばせろ。世の行く手は阻めぬ。逃がさない。弱。
Stay away from me.
よかろう。我が舌を喜ば。さあ。
Okay. This should clear. Hopefully.
燃えよ。ベイバロンドムスアウレアよ。
Okay.
ラウスティアのクラウディウス。我が情熱は豪華のごとく。よいか。舌が濡れる。 嫌ではありません。
Why did he stun himself?
そこだな。ステルビー、アワリティア。はやぬ。被害想定内です。ナイスファイトでした、先輩。
Okay, Moon Cancer. Irura. I think the current event one is nice. Where is it? This one. Arts effectiveness, NP strength, NP gain. Yeah. And she is in the back line. This. Yeah. Okay. You are too strong. You're merciless, targeting our weaknesses. So this is the cruel brutality of old humanity. Still, we knew humans are prepared for this kind of terror. You still don't hold a LED to Mistress Koyanskaya. Oh, you fools. I can't believe you just charged in here right through the front gate like a bunch of fools. Go ahead, just try and make your way straight through the corridors. I'm counting on your foolishness. Well, I guess his trash talk was fancy. What is with this area? Master, I'd like to confirm something. Did you choose to enter through the front gate out of consideration of my nails? I'm very aware that the monstrous size and shape of my hands That is no different from the passion lip inscribed in Kaldia's spirit origin graph. So you do not need to be concerned about me. That goes for conversations like the one we had earlier too. That you see me as the same passion lip you knew before is complicating our communication. So please just treat me as a weapon. That is how servants, no, Sakura 5 alter egos like myself who consist only of BB's excess data should be treated. But that concludes my proposal. I am now detecting multiple organic heat signatures down the corridor. Let's go after those AIs who ran away. They have likely fled to the moon cancer. Damn, cages. Are these people are those people in those cages? But they are being kept like. Is this a zoo or no? It's more like a pet shop, no? Take a look. The best quality feed, premium toys, a safe cozy room, free of predators. What greater happiness could a slave want from their master? My plans for humanity's extension, an end to civilization brought about thanks to them becoming no more than pets. Welcome, people of Kaldia. I have been waiting eagerly for your arrival. Now please go ahead and press the KOYAAN button on this terminal. All you need to do is pledge your support and I guarantee you'll have a wonderful afterlife to look forward to. KOYAAN Sky, it really is you. But I thought you turned over a new leaf in South America. That was like me. Such a foolish rabbit. Always helping humans in spite of our claims of hating them. I am KOYAAN Sky of Dark, a wise and clever fox, and I am prepared to destroy the world out of love for my darling human pets. So how could I possibly pass up a opportunity like this final boss of humanity's annihilation showdown? Master, I don't see any guard AIs nearby. Shouldn't we attack? Oh my, if isn't one of BB's alter ego. I see you got her back from Sir Edison. King Protea still claims she's the strongest being on Moondabai. I wonder how you'll measure up. Your spec seems orders of magnitude lower than hers. Oh dear, maybe you are a dud then. I remember something BB once told us. Kazura Drop is the weakest of the Sakura 5, but Passion Lip is the most useless. She's just goading you. Lip, don't let her get to you. Take KOYAAN Sky or not. I will kick your ass if you keep talking like that. Alright then, if a fight is what you want, I don't mind being your opponent. However, I am the face of Moondabai right now, you know? It would reflect poorly on me if I were to kill customers who entered my store through the front door as adequate demands. So, let me give you thorough breakdown of my companion slogan first. Plenty of time for us to cross swords after that. Master, remember that Jinako asked for us. She wanted us to lower KOYAAN Sky's approval rating through any means necessary. This seems like a good opportunity. Maybe we can find out what she's thinking and why her proposal is so popular. Alright, give us the spiel. Why, thank you. Of course. That is to be expected from the master who conquered no fewer than 7 lost belts. My vision for humanity's end is not a tragic one. In a sense, it is the logical conclusion of the world where AI technology began. In this world, AI technology from the year 2000 is touted as a symbol of a new age of humanity. Once invented, AI began to evolve orders of magnitude more quickly than anyone had predicted. As a result, war was a thing of the past by the year 2070. Can't believe it? People have known that answer for thousands of years. Why do humans fight? Why does inequality persist despite ongoing advances in technology? The answer is simple. Humanity itself is the problem. Whatever advances there might be in civilization, true equality can never be achieved as long as human remains human. But AI took care of that completely by replacing them, by becoming more intelligent than humans ever were. Your job, your job not going well? Let AI handle it. Can't seem to manage budget? Let AI handle it. Your life is not what you wanted? Let AI handle it. Your government not working? Let AI handle it. Letting machines run our government, is that a good idea? It could be disastrous if they made a mistake. Make a mistake. Like humans never make mistakes. Of course they do. Making mistakes is practically all they do. Humans are the only creatures in the world who fail in inexplicable ways. So, instead of human making mistakes for reasons even they don't understand, if it was far better to let AI run things. Unlike a human, it's always clear to an AI when and why they made an error. Once AI was in charge, it didn't take long before all of society was equal, all at once. Society was bursting at the seams with newfound artistic expression. From there, it was just a matter of doling out happiness. The logical endpoint of AI technology development is a farm where humans are managed and raised by AI, of course. Don't misunderstand. I'm not saying that a truly abundant world is one that turns humans into livestock. In fact, a truly abundant world is simply a prerequisite to turn humans into livestock. AI's devotion to serving humanity is unwavering. Thus, over time, humans became no more than pets to be coddled. But even coddling can only last so long. Thus, the human who happily lived in cage eventually found humanity itself to be a burden. Eventually, they chose to shut off their own life support device. And that is my vision for humanity's end. If you have any criticisms, please go ahead. Only those who truly, from the bottom of their hearts, believe this to be impossible may cast a stone. No objections, Mistress Koyanskaya. Method of annihilation is perfect. It was born to happen. It was inevitable conclusion. Humanity's dying out is our fault. It's possible, just and free of pain. What greater form of annihilation could there be? Mistress Koyanskaya's rule has genuine love. You couldn't come up with an extension like this without it. Look around. Look around. Mistress Koyanskaya loves each of us genuinely, equally. We could die for her. No, we could even give up our humanity and become beasts for her. Hush, my caged ones. I can't hear Lord Vade's counter-argument over your being. Now, as I was saying, that is my proposal method of annihilation. What do you think? Can I count on your support? I do get where you're coming from, but I can't agree. No way, that would never happen. Yeah, that's just LB5. People would resist what you're planning. I see. You do make a convincing point given the things you have seen with your own eyes. So, it seems you won't be supporting me after all. In that case, your guest status just expired, as did your defenses I had for old humans. What? Dif- difference, yes, differences. It's time we settle the difference as beasts do, with the bloody tooth and claw. Difference. Difference. Okay. Oh, yeah, she is a moon cancer here. I completely forgot. I thought, why is she not? Oh, we are doing the LB5 one. I'm pretty serious about this. Hmm. It's one turn, right? Ignore invincible 3 turns.
パラドクスエフェクターセット。最大ダメージお任せください。
Okay.
はい。時短装填済みです。
微天砲と放て。
はあぶっ飛べ。
I just need to put on ignore invincible for every fight. Remove buff. Okay, on attack remove buff. NP gain and crit rate up. Okay.
一歩はい前に参りましょう。時短装填済みです。
払う。
差し込む。これでどうだ。
Okay. Damage. I'll just let it continue. So see.
有効レンジ入りました。逃がさない。恥ずかしい。
一斉の
もう少
I think this is. This should end after a break bar, if I had to guess.
できるぞ。
Okay.
おっと。
マジでか。
だって
バカ上から攻めるぜ。
やられたにゃ。先にやる。
Okay, it was unwinnable. Good thing I didn't withdraw. How are you this strong? The hell? You're even stronger than when you were a beast. Oh, you are so sweet, Master. Your crisis of frustration were delectable. I trust you see now that you can never hope to defeat me. Now, let's return to our original agenda. Please enjoy an exclusive shopping experience in the KOYAAN Mall of 3019. Oh, and by shopping I mean acquisition. You don't need money to get what you want in this time period. Here, anything you can be made to order. Anything can be made to order. If you find something you like, just acquire it. Take home as much or as little as you like. That is the dream every human has, and the dream I built this KOYAAN Mall to serve. So you're not going to keep us as pets then? Heavens no, you old humans are moral. Only new humans are capable of adapting to my annihilation plan. Of course, if you'd prefer to die fighting, I would be happy to oblige. Except that would have an adverse effect on my approval rating. So instead, yes, I'll just be letting you go on your own merry way. Well, ta-da! Enjoy your KOYAAN Mall life, and if you change your mind, do come back and vote for me. She's definitely going to be a problem. If she hadn't let us go, so that is the beast of taming, a fox who just toys with people. I've never been so humiliated. Shall we challenge her again once our damaged spirit origins have recovered? No. If we just keep throwing ourselves at her, we'll just have the same problem. We need to come up with a plan. It would be one thing if Koyanskaya was somehow here by mistake and was actually still a beast. But as a moon cancer, she shouldn't have much more magical energy, so much more magical energy. But as a moon cancer, she shouldn't have so much magical energy. She must be relying on some kind of truck. What do you think, Master? Well, she said we are free to look around, so let's see what we can find out. We want to gather information, but there is nobody at any of these stores. Everything here is completely automated. Who are we supposed to talk to? Oh, Senpai, are you talking about... There are plenty of people here. Let's go talk to them one at a time. Mistress Koyanskaya is too strong. Well, of course she is. I bet she could even beat King Protea now. I mean, you know she has a 63% approval rating right now, right? That means 63% of the residents of Moon Dubai are allowing her to use their resources. With that kind of support, she is invincible. But never mind that. You people seem like you knew Mistress KOYAAN before she came to Moon Dubai. What was she like back then? Is it true that KOYAAN of light is prettier than KOYAAN of dark? Damn. Why do I support Koyanskaya? Well, her proposal makes the most sense. The other moon cancers idea are all far too fetched. All too far-fetched. Or things I wouldn't want to actually see happen. But Koyanskaya's chosen method is rooted in the logical conclusion of the path of AI's advancement. AI is all-powerful. There is nothing it can't make that humans can. It can produce resources from across the world, ensure they are always distributed equally, and use them to make anything quickly. Do you know what it means? What it means to be all-powerful? It's when you have everything you can get right anything. Humans who became dependent on that kind of power would never grow as individuals. So becoming pet is the obvious end point. That's why I went into this cage. Now that I'm here, I'm more sure than ever I was right. This is the best life. Hey, listen to this. You know what? Koyan means? Bunny? That's knowledge from old times. So I doubt anyone else in Mumbai knows it. It's not a word that exists in Russian, but in Kazakhstan, where they always spoke Russian, it was used to mean bunny. Oh, so Koyan means bunny, and Shakya is Koyanskaya is a suffix to create the feminine form, right? So the name Koyanskaya means Miss Bunny. I heard you guys talking with the guy 2 kgs over, so Miss Koyanskaya of Light is a rabbit, huh? It finally all makes sense. I've been wondering why that was ever since I met her. Huh? Why do I know this thing from old times? Well, that's thanks to the servant living in the exhibition room. He dresses exactly like a professor. He's one who told me. Professor. If there is something you guys want to know, you should go talk to him. He can be kind of mean, but he's a real handy resource. You're wondering if Koyan really loves us? She's just doing this to win our vote. You know, there was a guy who used to wonder those very things. He came to this mall on a mission. He was a hunk up, and this stupid third gen AI pride. Sure, he could expose the Fox woman's true color. That guy was me. There was another guy here a while back who lost his sense of self and took his own life. He was probably testing Koyanskaya's proposal for himself, seeing if he really could die for her or not. When she heard what had happened, Koyanskaya applauded him and gave him a great send-off. But then, while I was out walking around later, I caught a glimpse of her standing in front of his cage, solemnly, quietly praying for him. So yeah, she really does love all her pets deeply and equally. We can all feel it for ourselves. If your plan is to wreck her ratings by spreading nasty rumors about her, don't bother. It won't work. The more I hear, the more hopeless it seems. Man, these people really do trust Koyanskaya implicitly. So it wasn't a fluke that she's currently at the top of the ratings. I don't see any way to disprove her theory. Which means our only option is to find Koyanskaya's weakness. Oh, come to think of it, one of the people we talked to mentioned an exhibition room. Let's see, according to the mall's map, it should be at the far end of the West Wing's second floor. Let's go check it out. I wonder who this professor's servant could be. Maybe it'll have a database where we can find a lead. Professor. Will it be possible? I can't think of anyone else. There are recordings of fish swimming. It almost looks like an archive of Sarah. I'm not seeing anything physical here. It must be that anything on display here is only recorded data. It seems less like an exhibition room and more like a library, no, or a bookstore. This is so exciting. I wonder how we can access its terminal. Touch the tank and call out the record. That is the fish you want to see. It'll sense your brain waves and come to you. Unfortunately, the search function is not presently working. That makes finding what you want a real pain in the ass. Oh, so you are the reason the mall was in a titsy earlier. Mash and passion lip. That's everyone you brought with you? Well, at least this mall is relatively sane. Stocking up on what you need shouldn't be too dangerous here. Uh, Anderson? Anderson, you are the professor's servant. Oh, and wait, what are you doing at the KOYAAN mall? I thought there weren't any KOYAAN servant left on Mundbai. Your guess is as good as mine. One moment I wasn't here, the next I was. That's all I know. And no, there aren't any KOYAAN servants here. Not with that BB Dubai idiot throwing her weight around. I don't want any trouble. Their trouble's annoying, so I'll just been lodging about here, reading. There is nothing else to do. But now it seems the winds are turning. Tell me, what's going on? Pay particular attention to the bizarre and outlandish stuff. If Anderson is here, then... Oh. Okay, I think I got who Area 1's servant could be. And now you're all caught up. As Senpai told you, we need to find a way to lower Area E's approval rating. Do you have any idea, Anderson? When it comes to politicians, the pen truly is mightier than the sword. A politician is always one good scandal away from ruin. In the real world, those consist things like slush funds, bribes, and dark money. Money constantly changes hands in large-scale urban development projects. Come to think of it, KOYAAN Sky Fund founded a company that's been renovating buildings around this area too, hasn't she? There might be some underhanded business worth looking into there. Lucky for you, I have the relevant records right here. You might be able to find something on her in there. They record parting to City Hall, where in Y9, one block over. I see. So there might be an off-the-book ledger in there. Leave this to me. Reviewing documents is one of my areas of expertise. You're not going to go with her. It's a lot to look through for just one person. I would shatter the tank's glass if I tried. I am only here for combat. I see. The right person for the right job. Sensible. But damn if it is not dull as hell entirely too often. So, what are you doing here, Anderson? Looking for inspiration, what else? I can't keep up with this BB Dubai business or final boss crap, but the history of Moon Dubai is fascinating. So far, I have only found records leading up to 2300, but it's still great stuff. Listen to this. AD 2000 in this world, that was the year AI became part of human society. At this stage, it was just regarded as a new kind of computer program for helping people with their jobs. AD 2010, a startup launches the first AI designed to serve nursing homes, leading to explosive growth in the AI community. AD 2020, an AI is officially recognized as possessing humanity, making it the first in recorded history to receive human rights. It also says that particular AI was designed only to be a waiter at a cafe. It had no other functionality. That doesn't make sense. An AI that only knows how to serve food is just another computer program. It all would have to do all it would have to do is take order and carry the food other machines prepared to customers. It wouldn't require a database and the ability to differentiate between similar things or a simulated personality. It would just be an automated serving machine with incredibly simple neural activity. So it seems like an exaggeration to say that something capable of only a single function had acquired intelligence, and to give it human rights on top of that. Oh, so you are saying anything with low intelligence and limited capacity doesn't qualify as human? How about an infant? Does that not get human rights either? No, of course it does. Exactly. Humans aren't a matter of being's ability. They are conferred when we sense a being is alive. People tend to conflate humanity with intelligence. What they are really talking about, though, imagination. The people of this world must have decided that no matter what sort of being they are, or even if they can only perform a single type of action, anything with an imagination is definitely human. What if that happened 20 years later? Then I probably would have delayed AI development by at least 200 years. The fact that AI technology took its first real step forward during a time when problems like pollution, dwindling natural resources, and mental health issues were still comparatively manageable, meant humanity could divert far more resources to developing AI than they could have otherwise. Back then, the turning point was a matter of which reached critical mass first: human stupidity or AI wisdom. And in this world, AI wisdom won, for better and for worse. But we digress. Getting back on track. AD 2030, a quantum AI development in Iceland is the first recorded non-human intelligence to surpass the total collective computational ability of a human. AD 2050, generational distrust of AI effectively disappears. That is to say, this is the year when the last of the older people who either couldn't or wouldn't adapt to this new technology died. It was also the year when bioethics law were revised and genetic manipulation become legal. I see. So this is the year when genetic manipulation started extending lifespans and wiping out diseases. Looks like it all comes down to AI's computational power and simulation capabilities. They are what allowed for the creation of technologies beyond any human. Genetic modification. Yeah, it's not legal. Yep. It is possible but not legal yet. So by extending lifespans, do you mean immortal? Exactly. Idiots. They'll gleefully neglect their mental health for eternity. But When the tiniest way to improve their physique shows up, they are practically rabid for it. The result was that wealthy people who underwent this procedure stopped dying of natural causes altogether. Well, except for few of them who eventually got tired of living forever and ended it themselves. What a waste. Anyway, here's the real meat and potatoes. AD 2060, a war broke out between humans. The great power on the losing side collapsed. Even the winners slid into ruin. AD 2070, humanity elected to turn over its governance to AI. AI began to manage 70% of the world. It then initiated a plan called the Sophia Project. Sophia. If you all don't know, I think most of you probably already know, but Sophia was the first human-like robotic face which was showed on stage. I think that was her name. Sophia. Yeah. Because female presenting social humanoid robot developed in 2016 by the Hong Kong based company Anderson Robotics. Sophia was activated on 14th February 2016 and made her first public appearance in mid-March of 2016 at South by Southwest in Austin, Texas, United States. Sophia was marked as a social robot who can mimic social behavior and induce feelings of love and human. Okay. Interesting that they called it Sophia Project. This project involved using AI to generate a certain quality of life for everyone on Earth, as well as the construction of a quantum computer on the moon. The next 200 years were completely peaceful. People never grew old, always had enough to eat, and enjoyed free fulfilling lifestyles without ever having to work. Then AD 2200, a new layer known as the Guest Revision was passed. It decreed that AI would no longer be relegated to supporting humans. Instead, they would be equal partners. This was the birth of second generation AI. Naturally, these AI were also recognized to possessing human rights, and households run by humans and AI couples quickly became the norm. Wow, talk about futuristic, like the way things are on Moon Dubai. Indeed, AI made humanity's dream come true, though whether it granted them in itself or not is another question. In addition to a peaceful society, another things this AI-run world enabled was stable population. Marriage and birth rates declined, but artificial insemination ensured the human population never dropped below a certain point. And let's not forget, people were dying very infrequently too. The ones who wanted children were a tiny minority. But then come AD 2270. This was the beginning of the end for humanity, or rather, the old humanity. Until then, it was believed that the immortality procedure would prevent death from natural causes forever. However, it turned out even that had its limit. The year 2270 was when first wave of people underwent who underwent a lifespan extensions. Ironically, in the year 2030, died of old age. The problem was these procedures had been undertaken 20 years before bioethic laws were revised and genetic manipulation made legal. Though AI had long since perfected the technology, it probably couldn't be made public at the time due to ethical concerns. This scandal shocked society to its core. Suddenly, it turned out life extensions had a limit after all, and the privileged class had access to it long before anyone else. The result was widespread distrust in AI. AI 2280 birth rates continued to decline even with machines carrying out artificial insemination. Then came AD 2299, the year war broke out between humans and AI. A war between humans and AI, not just between humans anymore. Needless to say, humanity lost hard. Of course they did. How could they not, since AI was superior to humans in every way? By the end of the war, 90% of the human population was dead. AI then presented the remaining 10% of humans with one last opportunity to become AIs themselves. And so, AD 2300, third generation AIs were created and the new humanity was spawned. There are no detailed records of exactly what transpired during the human AI war in 2299, at least not here. My guess is either they are being kept somewhere else or some higher up decided it was better to erase them. I'm back. I went through every record I could find, but looks like it wasn't very helpful. Sorry for wasting your time. No, it wasn't. I couldn't find any records of anything underhanded connected to KOYAAN's urban development. Koyanskaya may be our enemy, but her business accomplishments are incredible. If anyone should be mayor of the city, it's her. I see. If you are saying it, Mash, then that must be true. So, she's actually the law-abiding type after all, huh? Well, I guess with skills like hers, she wouldn't need to play dirty. Even NFF service business practices were on the up and up from what I heard. Well, that leaves you with only one option left, exploiting her weakness. Koyanskaya's policies may be flawless, but Koyanskaya herself isn't. Try paying a visit to the pleasure zone. You'll find her Achilles heel being kept there safe and sound. What? Like a legendary fox layer weapon? Probably her master. There is a Chaldean servant being kept in a capsule over there. Oh, is it going to be Taigong Wang? It's being treated with the utmost care and caution too. Let's see. I think it said in honor of Nikitich. Oh, Nikitich is there. Really? Nikitich. Well, she probably could put Koyanskaya in her place, but what's she doing here to begin with? Apparently, Koyanskaya bought her at a retail price when Bibi Dubai went to throw her away. I see, so back then... Yep. She just yoinked them all, so... Yep. She'll be a big help if you can free her. Emphasis on if. People always take trouble to protect their treasures. That's why Koyanskaya keeps that horrid monster down there. He calls himself Emperor Persima, and he was the first ever champion to emerge from the Koyanskaya Mall's underground wrestling scene. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Now fall. Start the counter. 3, 2, 1. Pro Wrestling Count 0. Yeah. Nice TKO. See him? That's Emperor Persima. He's got overwhelming power, unbelievable speed, a deafening voice. He's the undefeated champion of Pleasure Zone, Moon Dubai's pro wrestling holy area. Incidentally, the Moon Dubai's Pro Wrestling League was formed 7 days ago. He's its only member. No wonder he's the reigning champion then. He's obviously been brainwashed. Indeed, and he's been a real nuisance. I'd forgotten all about him until you showed up. Now go on, kick his butt, do what you do. Koyanskaya must be brainwashing him or something. He'll come back to his senses once you knock him out. I hope, I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, over there. That capsule on the wall. It's Nikitich. She's trapped. Welcome to the largest event in the KOYAAN Mall. You must be my next challengers. Fine by me. Come on, up to the ring. If you can defeat me, you'll get to go home with one of the top prizes the Pleasure Zone has to offer. You can face me one at a time, or all at once. I'll accept any challenge. Well, does this mean we have to do this? It looks like we have to fight him, yes, and we can't hold anything back. He may be brainwashed, but he's still a knight of the round table. It pains me to have to face Percival the Noble in the battle, but... excuse me. Is there something else I could have to eat? The processing meal I had in Old Dubai. Of course, we have boxed lunch for you too. I see. It's been made so I can eat it easily. Thank you. If you'll excuse me. Please stand back, Mash. I'll stop him. Master, please use everything you have in this battle. Mash is right. We can't go easy on this opponent. Oh, here I thought you'd revert back to a heartless alter ego, but it looks like you are still you. Okay, go on, fight. Slugfest are best seen up close. Though needless to say, I won't be doing any fighting myself. Okay.
どこへ行こうか。
クズがぺしゃんこに。もぐもぐ我が運光らせてあげます。愛の炎を光らせてあげます。うぬうぬ煩悩無料。さあ情欲の矢を放ちましょう。もはや私の体はなく、全てはつながり虚空と果てるサンサーラカーマ。堪能してください。堪能してください。私の愛は縦横無尽。向かいます。そうか。嫌ではありません。えい。はあ。堪能してください。
おっと。
やわ。
Okay.
はい、いいですよ。無偏罪を与えます。
Let's see how much the god says.
喜んでくれますか。
どこへ行こうか。
120. Okay.
もう一つの清掃へ来たれ。カウントダウン。ロンギヌスカウントダウン。
さすがに
いや
ブレストバレー。ゴミはゴミ箱に。ゴミクスダメ主弱豚。シュリンガーラように。煩悩無料静電。いいですよ。いいです。
Okay, this should hopefully clear it.
私の爪は
Nope, doesn't look like it. The defense is still going
ブリ
strong.
ューヒルでルマシサンサー
68.
ラカーマ。
Unbuffed. I don't think that can.
どうか無限に。
Little bit low. Nope. Cleared. Nice. 85.
まさかこれで終わりだと思ってます？
Nice one. God. Even his cries are defeat. Even his cries of defeat are painfully loud. He's still standing. After all that, I know Percival is tough, but it's okay, Marsh. That was just a wake-up call I needed. Sorry to worry you. And I'm sorry you had to see me like that. If possible, I'd appreciate if you don't ask how this happened. Yay, you're back to normal. So how did this happen? What did I just know? I suppose you all have a right to know. It all started when I first woke up here. I had what I can only describe as a magical energy hangover. I was overcome by vertigo, a splitting headache, and a wave of nausea. I was barely even half conscious. Then Koyanskaya showed up and offered me to drink. She said would clear any hangover right up, but only if I signed something. Unfortunately, that something turned out to be a wicked exploitative contract. By the time I realized my mistake, it was too late. I had been turned into a guardian of this ring against my will. Now, would it be okay if I went back on my old name? I'd also appreciate if you would refrain from mentioning this to the other knights of the round table. Okay. I see. You want to go ice fishing, huh? Do you know how cold it gets up north? I see. No, I can't do that. I can do it. I can definitely do it. I'd rather not do it, but I can do it. What? You want me to steal honey too? No. Don't be selfish, Yaskaya. You want to make the polar bears sad? Be happy with the raspberry jam I already made. Maybe we should let her sleep a little more. Wow, is that you, Master? It is. I can tell. Huh. That was a good wake up. Morning. Morning, everyone. I, Dobranya Nikitich, am here in response to your call. Oh, but what are we doing here? The last thing I remember is being in the Burj Khalifa's observatory. It's no use. I have no idea. All I can remember is that is the word Empress Persima. Master, what's going on? You woke me up for a reason, right? This is, and now KOYAAN is doing something funny. A final boss showdown to decide how humanity ended. BB Dubai and BB Cosmo. 7 moon cancers and Koenska is leading the polls. Okay, I understand. I knew BB Dubai was a bad guy. She might have beat me before, but next time I'll be ready. Of course, I'll fight with you, Master. I'll help however I can too. This may not be our world, but I still can't just ideally buy. While an election to decide the end of humanity takes place. Glad to have you two back with us. Altogether, there is one thing I don't understand. I know BB Dubai captured Nikitash, but I thought you disappeared when that observation light hit you, Percival. So how are you still here? Right, I was wondering about that myself. I think someone must have rescued me, not BB Dubai obviously. I remember I was teleported right away before that light enveloped me. Of course, it was a potent spell, so it left me with a hangover and no memory, which played right into Koenska's hand. Okay, so that was probably Kazura drop stamp, which she handed to every male servant. So Karna should be somewhere, and Bartholomew should have a guts type thing, or he can teleport somewhere if she needed him. Anyway, I wasn't the only one who was teleported away. I heard the same sound coming from over where Karna was standing. Really? Then Karna's still somewhere on Moon Dubai too. Of course, a warrior of his caliber would never disappear without a fight. I don't know who teleported us or why, but whoever they are, I think they are on Kaldia's side. So the enemy might not be completely unified then. Good to know. But for now, let's focus on Koenskaya. She's been naughty, so she needs to be taught a lesson. Do you have some sort of skill that will be effective against her? Nope, Yaska is a strong girl. I'd lose if I fought her normally. Then you're going to persuade her. Coming from you, I'm sure she'll listen to whatever you have to say. Nope, I can't persuade her either. Once Yaska makes up her mind, there is no changing it. If we fought her now, she'd wipe us all out for sure. Then what are we supposed to do? Don't worry, Master. We can still win. You told me what happened in the mall here, and you told me what those AIs in cages told you. That gave me an answer. Yaska is even better girl Then I knew it. Then I knew. Just give me a little time before we go fight her, and I promise I will put an end to this area's dominance. Okay. Last arrow of section 6. Just give me a sec, I'll go and get some water. We are back, Koyanska. Time for a rematch, Koyanska. Oh, and here I thought you'd have wrapped up your shopping and returned to old Dubai by now. But here you are, back to challenge me again. You brought a larger team. So you don't understand how outclassed you are. Or perhaps you thought I would take it easy on you now that Nikitic is with you? That very naivete is absolutely infuriating. No more mercy. I'll crush you all with a single bite. Huh? That's strange. Am I coming down with something? I can't seem to transform into my beast body. It's almost like I've lost some of my power. Yep. Take a look at that board. What's Area E's approval rating now? What do you mean? It's of course it's what? 0%. But how? How could it fall so far so quickly? Well, you see, I'll give you the short version. I wanted to talk to you. I heard you all volunteered to go in these cages even though you're all powerful AIs. You're all powerful AIs. Why is that? Are you tired of working? Or do you just want to relax and do nothing, like me on Sundays? Of course not. We are AIs. We don't get tired or anything. Working isn't difficult for us. We just felt there was more to life than that. Like there is something else we should be doing. None of us could figure out what it might be though. We are missing something we truly needed. Then we learned about Mistress Koyanska's annihilation proposal and our joy level maxed out. Yeah, we don't want to be lazy. We just want to be loved. Are you low-spec idiots? Aren't you? You are AIs. How could you just abandon your duties because you thought something else might be more interesting? Besides, love is relative. It looks different to different people. So what? You'll just take whatever love you can get from whoever gives it? Of course not. You don't get it. We all love Mistress Koyanskaya. We hold her in the highest esteem. Her mind is divine. She loves all her pets deeply and equally. Do you have any idea how miraculous that is? There is have only been a handful of people in all of human history capable of such a thing. Her love is as pure and forgiving as Messiah's, assuming any such person actually existed. The point is, this is the kindest and most merciful and merciful end humanity could ever hope for. Yeah, I can't think of kinder, gentle, or more selfish method of extension. You people are incredibly cruel. Poor Koyanskaya. Getting stuck with all of you really screwed her over. What? How dare you? How dare you mock our choice? How could you mock Miss Koyanskaya's proposal? You said it yourselves. Koyanskaya grieved for an AI who took their own life. She was absolutely distraught over it. She wished they could have lived longer. But she could never say that because she simply wanted them to be happy, even to the moment they died. That's how she feels about each and every one of you, and that is why you are so cruel. So, you get your happy endings, yes, but at what cost? Say there were a billion people on Earth at the end. That'd mean Yaskaya would have to suffer that grief a billion times over. Have you ever heard of the story of the rabbit that threw itself into a bonfire to feed an aesthetic? If so, you dummies clearly missed the point. The loss of a pet is a devastating blow to its owner. Never underestimate it. Oh man, she's right. This is awful. We can't put Miss Koyanskaya through that kind of grief. Come on everyone, no more being pets for us. Let's go support a more productive form of annihilation. Damn. That won't. You are kidding me. You are kidding me. That's all. That's why they abandoned me. How pure-hearted these are these AI. Exactly. It's why they supported you to begin with, and it's why they understood why it was wrong. Now, all that's left is to find. You might be a good girl, Yaskaya, but you are sure been naughty. You have sure been naughty. But don't worry, Master and I will teach you a good lesson. I'm not one to give up just because my rating went down. This dark side of me may not care for casinos, but if I have a further project aiming of focusing, but if I have a further project aiming by focusing on pleasure and indulgence, then I'll do just that. But first, I'm going to make sure you never interfere with my plans again. You want to fight? You have got it. Okay. That was quick. Formation restriction. Please set Nikesh as starting member and one of these three. I have a decent Nikesh. She's awesome, right? Yep. My servant. I'll put Mush, cause why not? And Moon Cancer Sarura. Ignore invincible. Oh. Sure. Haven't used Luia for in ages, so where is she in the back line? With the bond. Don't need. Okay. Sure. Okay. Naughty Yaskaya gets punished. When sky of dark from the light. Okay.
いつでもボコボコにするぞ。おお、よしよし。楽しいぞ。楽しくな。さあ、やってきたぞ。今だ。ビビビビビビビ。えい。うわー。今だ。よし。ほら、教育の時間。マジ。おいきなさい。天狗我にあり。さあ大河を渡れ。楽しく参りましょう。我が伝説、我が偉業、これなるは悪の大河。共に消えておなくなれ。水上スキーだ。キャンセル。遅い。キャンセル。キャンセル。お参りしておきます。じゃんじゃじゃーん。見てこの躍動、天を揺るがすエンジン。私守備に走りました。さあ支配してあげましょう。受け止めます。あいったったった。もう少し。ひょんひょんひょん。
Okay, damn.
Eh? 星の輝き。宝石の声を聞けばよいのでしょ。マップ、そうしますね。
It's so bullshit.
無駄ですよ。こうかしら。無駄ですよ。
Okay,
打撃戦の
nice.
用意はよくて。
Almost broken.
ひょんひょんひょん。引きません。国家二条。許しません。わかりやすく、覚えやすく。ぶっ飛ばしますわよ。ネコトレインゴー。営業ですよ。悪魔か。こうかしら。無駄ですよ。無駄ですよ。食らい尽くしてくれましょう。何を今さら食いるというのか。森は燃え、地は砕く。その上で無自覚ならばアマハレイ。粉塵のごときども、我が炎に帰るがよい。返して差し上げます。すまない諸君。死罪、決断。あんたが目障りです。星の輝き、今ここに。我が天秤に祈りなさい。ぶっ飛ばしますわよ。
Okay, I think she's
あなたの
MP2.
罪を
Yep.
計りましょう。我が宝石庫はこの夜空。あなたの罪はこの星の数。くっそ
40, 55.
どう
Uh,
かしら。何か控えよ。何か、打撃戦の用意はよくて。
with
何
the
か
chest.
鉄の傘はありまし
Nice, nice.
鉄の傘はありまし
Okay, GG's.
ええ、宝石の声を聞け。星の輝きを今ここ
Suplex
ぶ
the
っ飛ばしますわよ。裁定を下します。これはあなたの善の軽さ、そしてあなたの罪の重さ。クストス。何か当然
Okay,
の結果ですよね。マス
nice.
ターもご無事でして。
3. I think that's the closest to I have reached. I don't think I have reached 1, 2. I think last time was 15. I think was the closest last time. AI who chose freedom. I'm sorry you lost because of us, Mistress Koyanska, but hey, don't sweat. Your happiness is more important to us than ours, Mistress Koyan. We should have realized it sooner, Adu. I still believe your proposal is the best, which is exactly why I'm changing my vote. Farewell. I know they have got no chance of winning, but I think I'll support Area A. Area A next. Anyway, oh, don't get rid of this place though. I still want to come back and use it. Thank you for everything, Mistress Koyanskaya. We'll always be your biggest fans. They all left at once. Now it feels like a party that just ended. You lose, Koyanskaya. I trust that means you'll remove yourself from the pool of candidates. I suppose this does mean it's time for me to pack it in. How ironic. My plan hinged on love, and love is what unraveled him. This is exactly why humans are such a pain. Even well, I'm done. I can't put up with this anymore. Fine, go ahead. Do whatever you will with me. Scatter my spirit core, sell me to the slave market as a useless fox. No, I no longer have the will to resist. Just behave yourself, will you? Or you could join us. No, I'm afraid I can't do that. Because as you can see, I'm about to disappear. Looks like I'll be heading back to Kaldia before you. Oh no, did I hit you too hard? I'm sorry, Yaska, forgive me. Your attacks don't sting, Nikitich, but no, this is happening automatically. Now that I have lost my motivation as a moon cancer, I can't stay here in Moon Dubai. It makes sense really, since I don't have a master right now, so please don't worry about me. I see. Damn, I was looking forward to fighting alongside you. Perhaps someday, some other time. As for you, Lord Wade, if there is anything you'd like to ask me, you may want to hurry. I'm already disappearing. Who asked you to be a moon cancer? Were you serious about trying to become humanity's final boss? Good question. I suspect you already have an inkling. Naturally, it wasn't BB Dubai. The only person who could ask me to join something as silly as a final boss of humanity's annihilation showdown is someone I consider a friend and equal. Probably Kazura Drop. Yes. I could never turn down a request from her, no matter her intentions. Yep, definitely her. Anyway, that was a fun question. Thank you for that. As a token of my appreciation, I'll tell you something I think you'll want to hear. Could you all come over here, Lord Wade? I don't mind sharing this with everyone else, but it is a private matter, so... It's okay, I'm sure she won't try to hurt me anymore. My, how gallant. Not to worry, I only want to tell you about a certain master. I am the only one left who knows what exactly he was trying to accomplish in Olympus. Now, if you'll excuse me. Okay. What are we doing? That's all. I doubt this information will be of any use to you now, but I thought you should have it here anyway. Why now? Why tell me this now? Because I'm both capable and considerate. More importantly, because I felt like it. Or maybe it's the price I had to pay for pretending to be one of the foreign god's disciple for as long as I did. Alright everyone, farewell. I wish you luck in defeating the remaining 6 moon cancers and in protecting a future of for humanity that will make you want to cover your eyes. Okay. So, are we going to get any information about what Edison? About Edison, since last time we saw him, he was going to talk with Irish Kigal. So, Invader Bunny. Okay, let's. Should I continue or? I'll leave it here. Tomorrow I'll probably go through few more sections. Okay, I think part 1 was about 9 sections, so we are still in part 1. Part 3 is going to be released in about a week or so. So yeah, I think I should be caught up by then. If not, it is what it is. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time with section 7, Invader Bunny. I think I already know who that is going to be, so, and I think the area A is going to be filled up with water and probably, what's her name?
Yeah.
Moon Cancer. Yeah. It's probably going to be Kiara since Anderson is also here now. It could be that. Area A could be by KOYAAN's Kaya. Then that would mean Area B is BB, Area C is Jinako, T is Kazura, F KOYAAN, which we just took down, G is Astolfo. H we still don't. I think I'm adding extra letter on. Hmm. Still don't know anything about this area. This is 100% arc, and lost the factory area is Edison, so I think we got all of them, most of them. We still don't know who this area is going to be assigned to, the crater, and what's her name? Tlalak is going to be attacking us next time, so she could be there. The timeline just got filled up, so I'll be using that if necessary. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time with the continuation of the main story. So yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.